some fun here tonight. All right. Give it up for Sugar Beats, Jason Stephanauer, and the wonderful Taco. Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you, Jason. Where are you, Jason? You're always so kind and generous. Thank you so much. Well, I'd like to introduce myself to a couple of you who may not know me. My name is Pablo Ortiz, and I'm the chairman of this year's Salsa Festival. And I want to share with you that we have that was by far the most magnificent salsa festival we've ever had. So give it up for all of you that participated. I want to let you know that this year's edition of Dancing with the Community Stars, which we are celebrating here tonight, and you will be getting some wonderful information and news as to the money we raised, was a magnificent event. First time we ever had 8 dancers, and so you'll just be hearing more about that in a few moments. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce the people that made it all happen. I'd like to recognize them for the tremendous work that they did. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Kelly Meehan. Where's Kelly? Great job. Her unbelievable right hand throughout this entire thing. Sheila, stand up. Where are you, Sheila?
Great job, lady. Great job.
And the lady that kind of managed the Dancing with the Stars, Bonnie, where are you, Bonnie?
Oh no, Patty did all the work.
Yeah. I just am recognizing Bonnie for her incredible work in doing that. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the lady that coordinated the entire thing, Patty. Patty, let's go, Patty. So,
I did all the work.
I'd like to also introduce our, we have a dignitary with us tonight, representing the city of Oxnard, the city treasurer. Please welcome Danny Navas. Danny, swallow. Sorry for catching you off guard there, Danny. You can get me back on Friday night. Okay, I'd like to thank our Oxnard Salsa Festival committee members. Any of those that are present at this time that are committee members in the Salsa Festival, please stand up. Mike, come on over here so people can see you. Mike is one. Where are the rest of my committee members? Louise, Bonnie, Patty, myself. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Jason. Betty Kennedy, where is she? There she is. Thank you. So, Betty, I walked I saw Betty twice over the weekend. Once because I needed to use the men's room. The second time because I had to be carted off in an ambulance out of her office. Unbelievable. And I'd also like to thank very, very especially tonight the people that supported Dancing with the Community Stars as sponsors. And please welcome and give a round of applause and your thanks to L. Jones of First California Bank. Where are you, Mr. Jones? There you are. Thank you so very much. Gus Sanchez of Republic Services. Gus, thank you very much.
There you go, Bob.
Jason Stephanauer, Sugar Beats. Where are you, Jason? I know he's here. A moment he gave me the microphone, so thank you to Jason and Martin Ledesma. Bonnie Weigel, Food Share. Bonnie, thank you very much. And he's not here, I don't believe, but I stand corrected if he is, from Farm Share, Dave Harris. Dave Harris. Are you here, Dave? Thank you very much, Dave. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up the lady that is going to share the news with you tonight and the reason why we are here. Please welcome our coordinator for this year's Dancing with the Community Stars, none other than this beautiful redhead, our lovely Patty. Thank you, Patty.
And I'm so glad you're here with us tonight.
Yes.
We were all very worried about you on Sunday afternoon, Pablo. It happened right after the dance contest, so I I don't want to claim any responsibility for that. Okay? Tonight, this is the kickoff is a lot of fun because we get to introduce the charities and the stars and the dance instructors. But tonight is probably the most gratifying part of this entire process through the last, it's actually been 9 weeks since we were here for kickoff, because we get to talk about the amount of money that the charities raised through the last 8 weeks of competition. And that's the absolute best part of all, because this contest is a it's a charity fundraiser disguised as a dance contest, because it's great that we take 8 people who have little or no dance experience and we pair them with a professional dance instructor, take them outside of their comfort zone, and teach them how to do a 1.5-minute salsa routine. But the real purpose of all of that is to raise money for their chosen charity. And this year we've raised more than we've ever raised before. So I'm absolutely thrilled. And she had hoped to be here, but there's a lot of things that have to take place in order for this to happen. We have to have the sponsors, we have to have the volunteers, but we also have to have dance studios that provide a space for the stars to practice. And I had hoped that Patricia Monaco from House of Dance in Ventura was going to be here tonight. I talked to her about a week and a half before kickoff, and she said, my studio is available 22 hours a day. Wow. Anytime your star and your instructor want to be here, it is available to them at no charge. And she hosted at least 3 of our dance couples for at least a portion of, if not all of, their practice sessions this year. And this can't happen without people like her. So if she's not here and you see her, please thank her, because it's a critical part of this whole mechanism. And we simply don't have the money to pay the studios for the studio space. So I want to make sure that she knows that. And then before we get to the money, there's a couple of people that I'd like to talk about, because every year we meet, all of the stars are fabulous, and the charities all have a compelling story and a reason why we support them. Yvonne, will you come up here for a minute?
Where's Yvonne at?
I had a conversation with Ricky Compost the other day. Yvonne came in 2nd place in our dance competition. And I'm going to get through this without crying, okay? You promise me you will too. Ricky Compost came by my house on Monday, or Tuesday, I can't remember which, one of those. And he told me something. He said, before we went out on the dance floor, I whispered to Yvonne that there was someone in heaven looking up after her. Yvonne lost her husband just a couple of months ago to cancer. And this experience, I hope, has helped you heal and has reminded you how strong you are. I had no idea until Ricky told me. And I think he said it was January? In January of this year. So anyway, I want to tell you how much I admire you and how proud I am of you, because you truly learned how to salsa dance. And you did it under some really, really difficult circumstances. Okay? Thank you.
When I was asked if I would do this, the first thing I thought about, of course, was my family. So can I really do this, during the times that we're going through? And it was a difficult time, Frank was the rock of my life, We worked together for 36 years, married for 31 years. We were high school sweethearts. So I knew immediately I had to call my family to find out if it was okay with them. So I got on the phone right away and asked my daughter, Deidre, who's sitting here with me, and said, you think this would be all right with you? Because, Mom, you gotta do this. Dad would want you to do this. We used to dance when we were growing up together, high school sweethearts, and we used to get in dance contests. There were salsa dance contests, but there were disco dance contests. And it's funny, going back to the stories that we never took first place. We always got second place. And I used to tell my husband, see, you never picked me up. That's why we didn't get second place. And it was only befitting that I would get second place again this year, because that's where we would always end up. And so I wanted to dedicate that dance to my husband, Frank, and because he was my rock. But most importantly, I knew that was the right thing to do because he was my #1 fan when I worked at El Concilio. He always supported me in everything that I do. I left El Concilio a couple of times, always kept coming back. They wanted me back. So he says, you know, that's your love right there. You know you love the work that you do at El Concilio, and you got to go back. So I would do that. I'd go back, and I'm here to stay, and I love El Concilio, but most importantly, I love my family. I want to thank my daughter, Deidre, and my son, Isaac, here for being here with me because they helped me through the whole thing. They were my rock. So I've got stronger rocks now as well. So thank you, Patty.
Thank you. Martine Hernandez, will you come up here for a second? This guy has heart. I told you at the VIP party that about his story about running into one of his former youths from the Santa Paula Interfaith Center in the gas station, and how he had said that you had changed his life and how much you had helped his family. Talk a minute about what this whole experience was. You were all over the county dancing. I don't know, 2 or 3 nights a week, Christina would show up with babies in tow, and you would do some dance times. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Patty. Good evening, everybody. I can't begin to tell you what this has meant to me. Yvonne, I'm so glad that you got second place. You know, I would have taken last place just knowing that was your story, and that's why you were dancing, so God bless you. But, you know, Christina was amazing. You know, I hated her in the beginning. I'm going to be honest. You know, I'd be home, my legs would be aching, I'd be texting her at 11:30 at night because I couldn't go to sleep, my legs are cramping. I'd send her a text, you know what, I hate you right now. I can't even go up the stairs to go to bed, so I'm going to have to sleep in my recliner because my legs hurt so bad. But obviously it was a labor of love. Not only for the agency in which I was dancing for, Interfaith Children Family Services, having worked for them, seeing firsthand how it changed people's lives. My favorite was a 6-year-old. I got invited to lunch because her dad was in prison. Her mom had a boyfriend, didn't spend any time with her, and she invited me to lunch on Parents' Day. So here I am sitting in this little cafeteria table, having my favorite, by the way, the turkeys and gravy and mashed potatoes, right? And getting to, how many of you played Foursquare lately? So I was out there playing Foursquare on the playground, just having a blast. And I was thinking about all those faces as I was dancing, and I was feeling the aches and pains and the sweat. And, you know, my instructor was the most beautiful person I could have been paired up with. She was, you know, very strategic at how she taught me, pushed me when I didn't think I could go any further, and told me I could do it when I didn't believe it, and it's because of her that I was able to get on that dance floor so quick. Christina, thank you very much. And I can certainly not forget to thank my beautiful wife who's here tonight, Holly, for allowing me to spend so much time with that other woman, my instructor, and you know, have my beautiful grandchildren here who were there on Sunday cheering me on. I just want to say this while I have the microphone and in front of my fellow competitors, that we are all winners for getting out there and doing what we did. I admire and honor all of you for your commitment to your charities, because I know that we're all out there doing wonderful work, and God bless you all for what you do. And if I could do it again next year, I certainly would, because it's the best thing ever.
Okay.
So thank you, Pat.
Let people know. And thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, since she's here and I want to recognize her, Irina, our Judge's Choice winner on Sunday. amazing dance you did with Chewy. Chewy. Come on up, Chewy. Good job. Good job. Oh, you have fun?
Did you have fun? Yes. I had a blast.
Okay.
It was a magical moment for sure. And I'm just glad that, well, yeah, winning is okay, winning is fine, but really it's not about that. And I second what Martin says. We're all winners, we're all doing great work, we're all trying to better this world in one way or another. And this is my way of contributing, and I'm just glad that my charity was able to get our names out, you know, so now we've got a little more awareness of who we are. And of course, my instructor, all the little details that made the performance look good. Right there.
Yeah, yeah. He's had a little, all the dance instructors have had some experience with this, but he takes people past where they can think they can go in terms of dance, correct?
Yes. Yes.
That's the idea, right?
Absolutely. Everybody has potential to shine and become a really good dancer. I had two left feet when I started a few years ago, so, you know, it takes practice, muscle memory, so she was a great student. She had patience and was open to learning different things, so she did a great job. And thank you, Irina, for working with me.
Okay. Congratulations, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the great news. Last year, the 6 charities that competed raised a little bit over $52,000. This year, we had 8 charities, and we raised a total of $65,891. Is that not amazing? So, in third place, with $8,719 is the Oxnard Elementary School Education Foundation. Veronica? So you learned how hard it is to do a golf tournament, didn't you?
Yes. Even though my husband plays golf, my 7-year-old and my 4-year-old play golf, we got all their grooves, but at the same time, we had a good time actually. But it's hard. So I think next year we saw the potential of what we could do with PTA now. So I know a lot of parents started coming up to me the day of the booth. So this is something that I think opened the doors to a lot of the parents in the Oxford School District. So we're going to be working together for future events.
Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations.
I actually just want to thank everyone that started is allowing us to do this, because at times like this with the budget cuts, we're getting cut so many ways that this is just giving a small portion of what we could do out in the community for individuals, kids, anyone that's out in the need, or we could even open more doors to our ideas, anything. So this is a good idea. Thank you.
So in other words, you through the platform that the Salsa Festival provided, you've found ways to raise money that you wouldn't otherwise have discovered, and partners that you wouldn't have otherwise had.
I think that was one of my goals, was to get awareness of what the foundation does, not only what the foundation does for our students, our teachers, but also what we could do, more networking. I know I'm going to keep in touch with Pedro. We're just, he's been working with the district, so individuals networking, that's the way we just have to move on and move the circle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Okay. In second place, raising $15,116 is Big Brothers Big Sisters of Ventura County. And Pedro's lovely dance partner, Diana, is here tonight. Don't want to overlook recognizing you. Thank you. First year to the festival, and I think she's hooked.
Well, I'm really humbled because this has been quite a ride. For all of us who started when we were I looked at the video the other night, I got kind of teary-eyed because I was like, oh my God, I'm horrible. Next thing you know, she's teaching me these tricks and stuff, and it's just an amazing ride to be able to use this as a vehicle to do more good in the community. And I had support from so many people from all ages, from all walks of life through our 5 events that we did in 2 weeks. And I must say that it's with their support and their hard work that we made this possible. And I want to recognize some of the people that are here. I had 2 outstanding interns that have been working with me, Katie Jordell, Justin, my dance partner, Diana, of course, because she's been at every stage of this event, and she's a realtor, so imagine the schedule that we just made it happen. And to Juanita Barajas, who's in here somewhere, she was part of our committee, to Francisco Estrada for helping with all the different events that we did and for being my right side. David Perez for helping us and doing all these events and these wonderful opportunities to engage people. I'm proud to say when my organization was shocked to see that I was able to raise, through the help of all our supporters, $15,000 in less than 30 days. That's quite an accomplishment. Yeah. And the organization, 95% of the people who donated have never ever given money to Big Brothers Big Sisters. That's what
Bringing in new donors is absolutely beautiful. And in first place, and this is almost hard to believe, with $26,656, Santa Maria Sesma Bell Arts Factory.
Well, as much as I'd like to stand up here and take credit for it all, I can't take any credit for it all. I had an incredible team. I had an incredible support team with Bell Arts Factory, with Jim Rice, and pulling together the talent of Guy Martin and Jim Martin to pull together our video, which now has got over 2,700 hits on YouTube, which we're so excited about. And the main reason I did this was, one, for the children and for arts, because it was such a part of my growing up. I truly believe that if you stimulate the right side of your brain, who knows what can develop. And I didn't become an artist or a dancer or anything like that, even though I took all those classes. I became an entrepreneur. But I think it's because of the creative freedom of my brain, what I was taught as a child, that it got me to keep thinking and progressing in that way. And I'd like to thank my mother, Juanita Vega, for that. Yeah, she's from the Salsa. Yes, so by the way, any of you have a single gentleman friend over the age of 60, she's looking for a dance partner. And she's so excited she can't go salsa dancing, so she's looking for a dance partner. So hook her up with somebody, will ya? So she'll get off my back about taking her dancing. And in regards to art, I was also had another incredible team member, 2 different artists, one by the name of Pedro de la Cruz. But one particular friend that I made through this process is a lady by the name of Andrea Vargas. And wow, what an amazing process to see this woman create. Starting with meeting me at the wine bar and drawing chalk drawings and pencil drawings and taking photographs and videotaping me, and then having me do photographs spinning and twirling. And what came from that is incredible watercolors and portraits of an acrylic painting of myself. But it raised, with all the art from her and Pedro, we raised over $5,000 with just those pieces. Wow. So we're very, very honored that she spent endless hours and major text messages and phone calls and emails from me. Are you done? Are you done? How many have you done? How many paintings are we gonna have? And you're just constantly being on her. But just letting her creativity flow, we got some incredible work from it. So thank you, Andrea, for that. And her work is right down here at Downtown Seoul if you want to go see any more of her work. So thank you to everyone, and it was quite an honor, and we've just begun for Bell Arts Factory. There's a lot of changes happening at that project, and Art for Salsa will not end after this event, so thank you for the opportunity.
Now I need all of the dancers and the dance instructors up here. So if you can all come up to the front, and we're going to do some photos, and I'm going to hand out some stuff. Yeah. What time is it? Instructors. Okay. Okay.
And the instructors?
No, the instructors get the one with the little girls. So that one's for you, and that's for you. And Diana gets one of these. And Diana. And Charlie and Christina. Charlie and Christina. Okay, y'all gotta get together because they want to take some photos. Okay? And stand next to your dance partner. You're all, okay.
That work. Good?
Together. More.
See that?
Yeah.
These cameras take so long.
Woo! Okay. And then Pablo wants to say a few words.
Absolutely, right? How much you? See?
I was so focused on my charity that I forgot to thank one very important person. This guy right here. My dance partner, Charlie Antheon. Who made me look classy and fabulous, so thank you.
Good job. So Pablo, we raised over $65,000 this year, which puts the total of the 6 years this competition has gone on to well over $300,000 in giving back to the charities that serve this community.
Exactly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Patty Brown. Come on now. Oh. And what a job she did, and what wonderful quality people we had working this year's event. I just was taken by the wonderful comments made by all of you, and everyone had a story. Pedro, I have to say, my wife and I just looked at each other in amazement when you announced that 95% of your donors had never donated to your charity before, the Big Brothers Big Sisters. That's pretty awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you why. Yeah. Most charities always get their board members to go out and get all the people to give to them that have already been given to them all year long, right? So to get somebody that hasn't given is a major accomplishment, and that's what this platform is about. New people. Bonnie's always said it. New people. Get out there, work it. $1, just $1, might turn into $100 a year or a month contributor, potentially, because they got to know you, Pedro, and each and every one of you. So thank you for what you did. Thank you for the support group that we have behind this entire mechanism, behind Patty Brown, who is our Kelly Meehan and Sheila Jenkins. Give it up for them, because what they do. In all of the emails that I sent out, when I referred to Salsa Central,
Sheila is really salsa central because she did all of that stuff.
That's right. Salsa Central. And we have a lady that she's very, 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 very shy. You know, she doesn't like to be put in the limelight. But ladies and gentlemen, every opportunity I have, I want to lift her up because she is so special. She has been with us for 19 years from the very, very get-go. She counts every penny that comes into the festival. She commandeers people to work behind the scenes and count the money as she supervises. She is amazing. She is, in fact, she tells me to jump and how high on Salsa Festival weekend, and I do. I stay out of her way because she is a woman on a mission, the heart of gold, one of the loveliest ladies you'll ever want to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Betty Kennedy. Stand up, baby. God bless your heart. We love you. We love you. That's right. And that's something that you deserve and so much more, Betty. Thank you so much. We love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I can tell you more, but there's no need to. You've seen it all. You've heard it all tonight. You've witnessed it. Our sponsors, thank you so much. Can we do it again next year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I do have something that I want to share with you. I want to share with you a wonderful story that is going to be told to you by my friend Mike Barber. And Mike, would you please come up? Mike was on our committee, and he had a privilege of experiencing something very unique this year, and it'll just kind of give you an idea of what this festival means, not just to Oxnard. Mike.
Well, I want to share a story with you that really says a lot about the Salsa Festival and about Oxnard. We were at the concert Friday night, and we were sitting at our table, and this couple came up and said, "I think you're sitting at our table." And so we worked it out, and they joined us. And so I said, "Well, what brings you?" Because he had kind of a funny accent. And I said, "Well, what brought you to Oxnard?" And he said, "Well, my wife has taken salsa lessons. She loves to salsa dance, and it's her birthday and our anniversary this weekend, so I searched for something to do with salsa, and I found the Oxnard Salsa Festival. And so we came here for the weekend."
From where?
And I said, "Well, where are you from?" Because he had a funny accent. He said, "Well, we live in Istanbul, Turkey." And so, isn't that great? These people came all the way from Turkey to Oxnard to enjoy the Salsa Festival. They were here Friday night, they were at Saturday for 8 hours and danced, and they were here all day Sunday. And they went back to Turkey. So I think that's a great story. I think it really says a lot about the Salsa Festival and about Oxnard. Thank you. I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you so much, Mike Barber. What a great story. Istanbul, Turkey. I just can't tell you what that means to all the people that have worked on this committee for so many years, to have that kind of notoriety that someone can search us on the internet and come and celebrate an entire weekend with us here in Oxnard from across the other side of the world. And I also want you to know that we had a wonderful partner this year that I would like to invite you to go online tonight, kdtv.com, and see tonight's event, see anything that happened over the weekend, hundreds of photos that they have posted on their website. And they were just tirelessly working all weekend long to bring us live images on our tremendous Megatron TV screen that we had on stage. Was that amazing this year?
He is taking photos too.
And Tony D, where are you? Oh, Tony D, there he is. He's been taking photos, he's been taking video, kdtv.com. Bob Allen's been a friend of mine for many, many years. We know each other too well. And we know each other's secrets, trust me. And hey, stop it, Gus. You're getting there with me. You're getting there already with me. And so I really thank you for the spirit you have, Bob. You just have a tremendous spirit of giving, and we appreciate that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I thank you. God bless you, and we'll see you next year. We're doing it again, right? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Martin.
Watch the grandson. No, Friday.